What's happening? Welcome back to Ragdale Planting. So today we're at Father's house and we're going to revamp his plants. This summer I did a video on this plant called Wandering Jew Purple Fuzzy Plant. And the reason why I'm going to revamp this plant is because she's just overgrown. She's got some damage down in the bottom. We're going to change the soil, clean her pot. This plant received lots of sun, plenty of sun. You can tell by the coloring, and the pothos did swell. The Wandering Purple Fuzzy did good. It's still purple in the middle of the winter. This is a really good window that this plant sits in. Hawaiian dwarf still has its color. And I'm also going to do some clippings. Let's begin.
You Facebooking my plant?
No, YouTube.
YouTubing my plant?
Yes. So my potting soil that I'll be using is my Miracle Grow and my regular potting soil mixed together. And I'm going to do my best to keep the roots. The area that this plant sits in is a bright, sunny window. So I had to match the same type of plants that can take lots of sun and a bit of drought. Look at those roots. And this pot is only about a year old. I made this pot for Father last summer. I should have brought some gloves. Ew. So I'm gonna have to start from the bottom and work my way up. He must have just watered this plant super wet. I'm gonna have to cut my way through. All right, we're here. Now let's start trying to save some roots. Just gotta work them out. Ooh, that can be saved. Very nice piece. Good rooting. And this is all one big root. But look at all that legginess. So I'm going to keep the two, oh, well, it broke off anyway. What I was going to say was I was going to keep these two. Just Wandering Jew. So I'll just snip her here to encourage new growth, right? ready for a fresh start. I'm going to break this root down. And just keep this piece. Look at all of that left over. And I'm going to add the pothos. That's going to be pretty. All right. So now that we're clean, let's begin with our drainage. First layer of soil. Whoa, look at that. My goodness. I'm going to put this whole plant in the center, I think. No? Yes, I'm going to use this like as my centerpiece. I don't even need this one. And put all the purples along the side of the plant like that. What about this piece? Should I include this back in there? No. I think I'm just going to use this whole bush alone. No. I'm going to separate this anyway, somehow. Oh, I don't know what to do. Yeah, because it's too much in the pot. So I'm going to have to split her up. Okay. I think I'm going to leave this much left. That's a nice size. All these little pieces, I can put them throughout the plant. Oh yeah, I really like that piece. And of course, I'm putting my plants in the center of the pot and applying my soil along the outside of the plants, just so everything can end up in the middle. Okay. Looks like everyone is covered in the middle. I'm gonna begin to apply my little ones here. Maybe I should have put the little pothoses, these white ones, clear over here on the other side. Because I broke up their rooting system on this pothos, she will get a little limp for a couple of days. And I'll come back by here and check on the plants to make sure everybody is happy. But for now, I'm going to mold this plant. So now you can see that these leaves there, that these plants are facing outward. So as they grow, they will grow over the rim of the pot. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Every which way you look at it, she's gorgeous. I don't want any ugly leaves. I'm gonna water this plant. And also I'm gonna keep in mind that the water is cold. The pipes are cold due to the winter season. So I'm trying to keep the water as close to room temperature as I can. Now before we water her, let's get into her business. Yes. Everything is in the middle. Everything is in the center of the plant. All right, let's water this baby. All right, so let that drain. Just making sure everyone is going to get a fair chance to start. I think I need a little more soil on that side. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. They're all firm into the soil. Just want to do a slight lift on them to make sure they're firm into the soil. So we'll just let that drain, let it cause it to mud up. And what the mud up does is allow the soil to grip around the roots, grip around the stems, and hold them in place. And that's what I'm doing at this time. I decided to use this stick instead of this back scratcher. Much better, much firmer. I'm not going to clip my ends because I normally do, because this will grow over time and I'll need to unloose it and tighten it. Well, thank you so much for watching Right Down Planting. Over and out. Ooh, that's pretty. Big old star right on the side.